Here we are. It is time for my Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Hold on, that's gonna drop if I gotta adjust some things. Don't mind if that happens. Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous review. We're gonna dive in here. We're gonna take some look at some things. We're gonna look through the starts, the character creation, and the beginning of the game. And then once we get up to that, so you can kind of see like how it starts and what's going on, then we'll pop back out of that and we'll hop into my game that I'm currently playing where I'm a little bit further on and I can show off some more stuff that is going on there with that character. So, without further ado, I'd also like to say I was able to play the first game that Owlcat released, Pathfinder Kingsmaker, and that was absolutely amazing. It had some quirks here and there once you got further into it and started with the kingdom system, which a lot of people didn't like. But coming back to this one, they kind of did away from that. They've got another little system in there, but you can kind of like automate that and auto set that to go, so you really don't have to worry about it and really just focus on your playing your characters and the story and whatnot, which is pretty cool. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop into new game. We're going to look at character creation, build up a character, that kind of cool stuff. If you're in here with me in a live chat, let me know if there's anything you want to see. And if any of you guys are watching this later on YouTube or, in the archives, Voxel Voice, whatnot, drop some comments. Let us know what you want to see. If you want to see some more, if you want to see me do some other things with that. Hello, Michelle. Thanks for joining me again. But yeah, so let's get into this and see what this game is about. So we're gonna pop in here, main story, because that's all they have. There are no expansions or anything yet. Let me pop over difficulty. We're gonna throw it on story for now, just because we're just showing off bits and pieces, and it kind of makes it like right in. So it's pretty cool. Make me a fat elf wizard. Yo, we'll see what we have. I was gonna go with like a pre-made, but we'll go there. We'll go there, right? Just for you, since you're able to join tonight. I know you said you weren't sure if you'd be able to or not. Alright, so once you kind of like pick your difficulty and come to this next, it's time to choose or make a character if you want to. So what they kind of do is they pre-generate a set of characters right here, and it tells a little bit about them, features, what their ability scores and stuff like that are, skills, kind of just, the details you see, the good juicy stuff you want to see. And it gives their names, what they are, melee combat. So we got like melee character right here. We got a cleric, so just kind of show off a little bit of diversity. And the outfits and stuff are pretty well detailed. Next up we got like a little human fighter. This looks like your typical adventurer right here. We got a little tiny rogue right down here, and they did pretty good with the names too. Like a lot of names fit the character. And then over here, we've got another melee and ranged combat person. He's got some cool armor on. A little tail back there. And then we got a sorceress right here. I think for this, so we can show off like the flashiness of like spell casting and stuff, I am going to grab a sorceress. So, sorry, it's not a fat elf wizard for you, but we're going to run with the human mage. But we are going to come back because I want to show you guys something under custom character. We're going to go to next real quick. You can kind of pick your portrait, like whatever fits your character. They have a ton of them there. So I'm just going to grab like this. But then I just want to show you guys how many classes and how much, because this is one thing, like from the couple groups I'm in for the game, and in some other Pathfinder groups, one of the gripes that I've heard some people complain about, which is insane because it blows my mind that somebody would complain about this, is how many classes and class archetypes there are. So we have Alchemist, Arcanist, Barbarian, Bard, Blood Rager, Cavalier, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Hunter, Inquisitor, Kineticist, Magus, Monk, Oracle, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Shaman, Skald, Slayer, Sorcerer, War Priest, Witch, Wizard, and then we got even more down here, which are different variants of them and stuff. But if you come up and look through these, okay, so an alchemist, we've got a ton of different builds for alchemists there. Ton for arcanists. Like all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of them have like 6 different builds that you can like start off with, which is, it's just insane. Like there's so much there. The one that I went with on my main guy, so I can, oh, it wasn't a hunter, it was a ranger, so I can show you guys, because I won't be able to show this later. But I'm doing a Stormwalker, is the ranger I'll be playing and showing off. But there's a ton there. If you like this kind of game, or if you want to dive into it and feel something new, or feel like what, like I said before, what D&D is, because Pathfinder is based off Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 rule set. It was some of the original creators came off and went and created the Pathfinder system, and Owlcat Games has done a fantastic job bringing it to life. And this one is just like even a step above Kingmaker. Like this one, I gave that game a lot of praise, and I'm giving this one much more praise. So we're going to go back, and we're just going to go with a little pre-made character real quick. So we're gonna pop out of there. I went back too far. We're going to grab her. We're going to go next. Next. And like when you go through, it'll let you pick some little things. We're not going to worry about too much. You can pick if you want to play good or bad. Then you can go through here and change up some of the stuff. If you want to like see like... There we go. We got a little bit of fat going on there. We can throw some scars. Change up your different hairstyles. Give you a beard. And throw in some war paint. Get some different colors here. And then you can click over too, and there's like a ton of different ones you can pick and choose from. So we'll go with this so we can get diving in there. And then next up we get voices.
Quick, quick! I do not find this to be useful. We cannot be defeated.
I feel faint.
Heal me quickly.
What a find.
With grace? Damn this silly thing.
Or no voice at all.
Wherever my legs carry me. Ah, a test of my abilities.
We'll run with confident. Because like I said, we're gonna pop in here just real quick. We're just gonna leave this. Stream is what we wanted.
A trivial task.
So then once you're all done, and like if you went through and fine-tune a character or completely create your own character from scratch, you know, it would bring you up to this at the end. You could go through a review, see what you have, what you don't have. If you want to go back and make any changes, this would be the time to do it. But we're good. So we're gonna get loaded into the beginning of the game. I think this one gets into it a lot faster than Kingsmaker did, so that's why I kind of wanted to show off the beginning, and then I'm going to pop over to my file after we check this out. So we'll do some bits and pieces here, because it's a little bit of a tutorial. And then at the end, we'll go through and check out like settings, graphic settings, and all that kind of stuff as well. Remind me, chat, because I'll forget.
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't she be carted off somewhere else like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
And for the beginning here, I'm going to let a little bit of the dialogue play out so you can get a sense of like how good the sound is. You can hear the background ambience, kind of like everything at the festival is going on and stuff like that.
Make room, everyone. Step back. Now, what's the matter? What happened to her? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to her?
Demons, Prelate. We found her barely alive outside the walls of Canabris.
The walls, you say? The enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right.
And I think too, like while we're going through some of this and hearing some of the voice acting and what's going on for this, I think Owlcat has picked some great people that have gone through and voiced these different characters. Like they really feel alive. Like there's a lot of emotion and feeling behind the different voices that you hear and all, and it makes out into this great immersive game that we've got here.
We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take her weapons. Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, everyone must abide by the rules. She can get her things back after the festival. O Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor. I omit, my powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you, stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev.
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
I love that everybody just starts fucking yelling for this person.
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
And one of the things too, now that we're at this part, because I kind of clicked pretty fast through the other thing, I did not mean to, but you've got a bunch of different choices here for like what you want to say, what you want to talk about. You can go through, you know, sometimes you'll be able to play most of them out, sometimes you won't be able to. So, yeah, we're just gonna say we're a crusader. We want to fight some demons.
No, Iomade saved me from green recruits. They come without planning, without preparation, and they die before they even see their first real battle. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at the utter waste of it all.
This guy, what a jackass.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that, so I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed she was wounded near Canabris. That means the demons are prowling just outside the walls, and the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of the city.
So I am going to say, spoiler. So this person that's getting ready to help us is a dragon. Keep that in mind.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh.
Look at that.
Let
She's
light and
getting ready to
life
cast
go
a spell
forth
right
in
there.
triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There. You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust. Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form. Certainly, but do not be discouraged.
Alright, so we go through here, and now we just want to check out and do some things at the festival. I'm just going to do a little quick save there. Some tips are going to pop up for the journal. So now the one thing is, WASD is to move the camera around, and then you have Q and E, kind of will do the rotate as well. And now we can click and move around. We can also hold if we have a party like this to select. We'll see some more of that. So it's got a couple things it wants us to do, so we're gonna come over here. Oops, didn't mean to run up there. Alright, cool. So we checked out that. We're gonna rotate now, and there was something else I wanted to do.
We do it my way.
Come walk through so you can see. But the game's very well detailed, especially with like all the people there, the colors, the wind blowing, flags blowing, all the different shadows that are going on. And it's been playing pretty smooth. Like, I think because I'm streaming it right now and recording, that you might see a little struggle coming. But I'm only running on a GTX 1080. We don't want to go there. Over here's the next thing we gotta do.
I'm off.
We're gonna hit that there. Now we're gonna go into like a little, I don't know, I call it like an action scene.
Behold, Iomade, you poor imposter. Your city will fall to me. Your followers will feed my hunger.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
This is where she calls out the big bad. And she was a dragon. But bam.
Let the feast begin.
I like that. She's now a dead dragon. That's what I was saying. This game took no time at all going balls to the wall with what's going on.
1 minute, wait, right away. Good luck. Try not to get eaten now.
Oh, it's still going on with the little pre-scene here going.
Take that, bughead.
A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts. Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.
So like I was saying, this game took no time at all getting into it. Like they fucking killed a dragon within the first, what, 2, 3, 5 minutes of doing stuff, depending on how much you check it out.
She had to fight the demon lord Discari himself.
It was insane. So now we've kind of fallen underground. I just want to show a little bit of down here, and then we're going to hop into mine so we can get into some light combat here. Let's head this way, and it's kind of like an area I know well, so I kind of know where I'm heading.
That's all that matters.
Okay, so that was a good thing that we came down here too. We got that going off in the background, so it's probably being super loud.
One that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you?
We'll let them finish talking real quick.
From under the boulders.
So down here, you have athletics, knowledge, or diplomacy. Kind of depends on how you built your character. If you're going to be good at something, if you're going to pass it, like that's what you've got to meet there. Like an athletics 10 roll in the background is what it's got to be for that to be successful or whatnot. Knowledge world. So we're going to go with knowledge world and see if we pass that. And we did. So it'll let you know it succeeded. It'll tell you what's going on. And then we gained a little bit of experience from that. Because what's an RPG without some experience?
It's good to meet someone who uses damn it.
Like I said, I'm just gonna...
Things are looking grim. Call me super...
We're just gonna quick go through here so we can get our party going. It's giving a little description here showing you how to move your party around. So we're gonna grab this. And we're gonna start moving. Also, one cool thing, we've only got like 2 people right now, but let's say you've got like a bigger party of like, you can have up to 6. So let's say you have like 5 or 6, you can come down here to formation, and you can kind of like set where everybody is. You can set if you want the line to hold in a certain way, you can preset different ones as well. But for now, we're just going to roll with that. You've got your items that you can loot. We'll grab this, and because we're down under there now, I don't need anything, but I'm gonna throw on a torch. She's got a torch in her second hand, so now I can escape out of there.
No reason
I
to
can
pause.
click her, and I now can click to my torch, so it's gonna help light the area a little bit more now, you know? Just kind of like if you're playing like a game of D&D and all, you know, you pull out your torch, you do this, that, you know, it lights up the area a little bit more for you. And then since this is like a little tutorial area, it gives you like, hey, go up to here. This is going to show what certain things and some things are.
Who's there?
Like I said, we're just going to go.
We've seen Who Am I? That's right.
Are you?
We're just going to go through those real quick. And we're going to grab everybody. And we're going to keep... Alright, so we're going to get into some combat now. And now, since it's your first time going into combat, it's going to show it up right here. Same thing, you can click here, you can go in here, you can pull up the encyclopedia, which will go through everything in detail for you. So if you forget about something or want to reread about something, you can come in here and check it out. So now that we're in combat, it is turn-based combat. And down here, it shows you what you can do. So you have so much movement for your character. So I can move up to here. But I'm going to use her charge ability to run at her. So 1, 2, and 3 are skills. And then the bar there is where it says charge now at the bottom. This kind of changes to the action that you're doing, so you know if you can do something else, if you have a bonus action left, or whatnot like that. But we do want to switch back to that.
The light, take you.
Okay, and we had to change weapons, so that didn't work out in our favor that time.
No glory.
And then spacebar will end of my turn, and that character's turn. And then up top here, it kind of shows you the turn order. I'm back here, so we're going to use some spells so you can see the flashiness of that. I'm going to move up a little bit. We're going to stay right there. It's going to move in, and then down here in the corner, it kind of gives you a little, tells you about what's going on. We're going to get spiritual weapon and move up there. The guy just exploded. That was great.
Into the fray.
That one's dead now. Alright, and combat's done. So then it'll show you down here. Combat is finished. And you can scroll back through that if you want to recheck and see what happened, or maybe you missed something or something happened and you weren't sure why. You can always check down there to check that out. So while we're here, we're going to pop into the inventory screen. That's where you can equip different items and stuff. It'll give you your weight here, and then your shared stash weight. You know, the higher up that gets, you're gonna start taking on encumbrance, and it's gonna, you know, you're not gonna be able to move as fast. You're not gonna be able to leave certain areas, which I found out in my game. I had to sell a ton of stuff because I went into an area, picked up some stuff, and then couldn't move on. And then you can switch right here through each character and kind of equip them with whatever you find. Over here kind of gives a summary then about the alignment, abilities, all that good stuff. Spell book is all the different spells you'll learn, and then up here you'll be able to toggle between what level spell it is. Journal is kind of like your quest log. You can go back here and see what you want to do, different quests. So like you'll see in mine, because I have some more stuff. You have like your main quest, you have side quest, you have character specific quest. The encyclopedia, like we said, that's kind of like where you get your help, your tips, your tricks, all that good stuff. And then the map, it's only kind of showing where we're at right now, but as that goes, that'll uncover and we'll have that to look at. And this kind of shows you, like, it'll always show from like a certain point to here is kind of like, that's your field of view area right there. So let's come up a little more. We'll get into another battle with the spellcasters, so I can show off that, because I don't think I have any spellcasters with me. So when this tells about turn-based mode, you can turn on, you don't have to do it in turn-based mode. I like it because it kind of allows me to pick and choose a little bit better. They do have like a real-time mode as well, and that's just kind of, I found that a little bit hectic, because like you're going, everything's still moving, and you really got to pay attention with that when you're ready to go and do stuff.
The spirits demand your blood!
Yeah, well, that was pretty easy. Ah, here we go.
Let me draw the first blood.
Centipede's going first. And you kind of saw that little... Watch what it pops up when they do a hit. Okay, it didn't happen. Let's do this. We'll use some acid splash, and then I'm going to kind of move out of the way over here. End of my turn. One that's not being controlled by me made them explode. Very nice. We got some more loot there. You can just click to collect all, or you can select stuff individually. Also, once you get to the end of a map, any loot you missed will, that you've actually looked at and not picked up, will show up there, and you can pick and choose if you want that or not.
We do it my way.
And the visuals are great. Like, the caves are nice. Everything's detailed. The lighting from having the torch. So, we'll go and we'll take that off. Like, having your torch there makes a difference. It just not coming into combat for the one character. So, you guys are falling behind. Okay. Alright, we got some more combat here. We're gonna take some movement into attack. Alright, cool, we get up there. We're gonna use charge. Somebody's in the way, so you can't use the charge right now, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. So she's gonna have to double move this one to get up here. So we're actually gonna head for... We'll head for about there, because then that's going to put us in better range of the other centipede as well. And then we'll stay right there. See right there, it missed. It said what the roll was. So I'm going to come up to right at the end of my movement. We're going to cast another move. There we go. That was a very nice hit there.
Go for their hearts!
She's gonna come back and attack. You get a little ding, you know, that way. Finish. I can come up, kind of reselect everybody.
Follow if you dare.
We got one more. We'll do one more combat here, and then we're gonna switch over so I can show you some other things too. We're gonna move. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move her to the side. Hold. I'm going to move here. Hold action. And now I'm going to use that charge, which allows me to get all the way up there and attack. So you can kind of, like, you know, you can use everybody's strengths and weaknesses to formulate your team too, which you'll see a little bit in mine, because I have them kind of set up where my archers are in the back, my attackers are in the front, and whatnot with that. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna, and the good thing is too, so you can't mess up and accidentally oversave something. There's my saves for my main character. There's saves for the stream. So we're gonna come to my main character. This is it right here. We're gonna hit load, accept. I'm not really worried about that other one. I'll probably get rid of it, maybe come back to it. But what do you guys think so far? Does anybody in the chat have any questions for me while we're checking this out? So now I am alone by myself right now. But what we're at is, I believe it's called Defender's Heart. This is going to kind of be your first starting base of operations. You know, where we were down underground. And spoiler warning again. We kind of meet up with this group called the Mongrels. They're like half demon, half humans that live underground. And there's like this old broken down like cathedral type thing, which they call the maze. And you have to make it all the way through there, get some keys from some guards and stuff that are in there, and then make it out, and you come back up, and then you'll find yourself back here, and the story will continue on from there. So we're gonna pop into there real quick.
So exciting!
And loading time has been pretty great. Like, that was really quick in and out there. Not really a long load between areas as well. So in here, I'll show you some couple things. I want to move around and come up here. So one of the things this game does is, because it's a demon attack, there's something called corruption going on. And what happens is the longer you sleep, your dreams start becoming nightmares and start being corrupted. And you start taking on like exhaustions because of that. But you can kind of heal that up by coming and standing over here by these little candlelight altars that the priests have up for a little bit. I think I had to come up and talk to this guy right now. If not, we can head back out because I got a couple spots we can go to. So I can show you world map travel, which is pretty cool as well. Okay, nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so that's not what we had to do there.
This is my time to shine.
So this is where we're gonna come into our journal. And this is what I said now, is once you start getting a bunch of stuff to do, it breaks it up pretty good. So, you know, these are all part of the, so this is checkmarked, this is done. So this was there. This was underground. This was everything we did. So it shows you if you missed stuff, and then you can kind of just click that away because, you know, that part of the story was done. Next, where we are is on the Wardstone Legacy. We're on this part now. And we've got some quests that we were given. And then down here, as I was talking about, companion quest. Friend is a friend in need. Kind of tells you who you need to talk to get stuff going and what they want to do. Same thing down here. And then this lets you know that this is all part of like this chapter, so you can't come back and do it on. But then you have these down here that are like little errands, like little mini side quest. So yeah, and then I'll come over here. I'll kind of show you my inventory. I got, you know, a bow. I've got a nice little sword I found as, you know, in case I get stuck in a close-up thing. I haven't really had to use it too much because I've got a feat that pretty much makes my bow act like a shotgun. I just do a real strong shot from up there. We got some necklaces, some potions down here, a little owl companion. We got some money. And, you know, my stats and all right there. You can kind of see that. What I built out, half-elf ranger. Haven't got my moves yet, my Stormcaller move yet, but that'll be coming up soon, which will be nice. But we're gonna hop out of there.
How cute!
And we're gonna move into the main map and check some of that out real quick. Like I said, I'll end with checking out like all the settings and stuff. Because there's a lot of customization as well. So now I like to exit this area because there's no encounters in here. You just come out to there. I'm gonna select my party. I'm gonna accept. And now it's gonna load us up to our main map where we can go and start exploring and stuff like that. So this is like our world map for the area right now. The one guy that was with me, he had a little side quest, and we had to go up here It takes so long to get different places, and it tells you, you know, okay, so we require the companion, Woljif, to be in the party. He is in the party, so we can go there and partake of that things as well. We had to come over here to the ancient's shop, and that got some stuff there. We're actually going to travel back there real quick because I'm not sure if I got all the information I needed. So we're going to start with that. Okay, so now that we've clicked on that, hey, we want to go there, it's telling us the journey will take 2 hours. So then we're gonna travel and see if anything happens. So kind of just like traveling was in Kingsmaker as well. You kind of go across the board and all, but in Kingsmaker you were trying to discover new places. Everything you had to like discover. This they'll kind of pop up and then you can go to as you learn about these locations. So that kind of makes it a little bit different there. So we didn't run into any problems on the road. After this, we'll go down to the bottom one and see if we run into anything. But since there's no combat in here, it's just a little thing. I think I did all the talking, so I did get it. Okay. Whoops. So we did get everything we wanted from here. So now we're gonna head back out because there's nothing else to find, so it's gonna kind of be silly to stay there. So my bad on that. I couldn't quite remember if I did get everything. So now we're gonna run down. Okay, so we never been there, so since we gotta go pretty far and make it to these two. Oh, and this was a side quest here, so we can probably grab that as well. But let's head down here first to the market square and see if anything happens. Your time is up here. You know, it's kind of like rough terrain right there. Okay, so all your characters are fatigued. Would you like to begin resting? So now we're going to take a rest, kind of like we're going to set up camp and that kind of thing. So we're going to accept. And now you can select what you want people to do. So we're going to put me up there. Camouflage. Night watch. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that far out of there. I didn't bring... I might have glitched and I don't think I brought anything with. And this was the thing down here I was talking about, was the abyssal corruption. Alright, so we're gonna rest. And I might have screwed up. And then this kind of tells you about the rest. You know, it tells you how long it was, if any rolls had to be made, if anything happened, it would all pop up there. I'm going to go back into here and then we're going to come back out so I can get my whole party. It was weird they didn't bring it. It was the first time that has happened. Alright, so we're in. We want to exit out. Oh, I think they were in the party and I accidentally clicked them out. So that was my fault. So now we have them all with us. Alright. I'm going to head down here to the market square, see what's going on. And then from there, I believe it'll let us head up there. Alright, so we got, obviously everything's destroyed. We're gonna do so magical earthquake is what caused that. Buildings are on fire and destroyed. Oh, we got something here, so let's sneak up and do a little.
Is there trouble? Away, you rascal!
They will break against our resolve.
We're gonna start battle with a little sneaky attack in there. We're gonna move him up because he's like a thief, like a little rogue type deal.
I'll cut you wide open.
We're gonna move her up as well. And I can use my charge with her.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Lon, we're gonna shoot with him. And this guy, Lon, is like one of the best characters ever. He's just insanely good.
Your time is over.
Oh, I missed the second shot.
The
That sucks.
spirits demand your blood.
So we're gonna go 6.
The light take you.
She missed. She's gonna stay there to kind of hold the line. Lon, I'm actually gonna move him up a little bit. And then we're gonna fire.
Me.
Glad we got in here, 'cause this is a little bit of a bigger battle. You know, one character away from a full party, but we got these other NPCs there fighting as well too, so you kind of get to see that.
Why not both?
Alright, they died, so now we can... There's no one really to talk to right there, so...
I'm curious.
You could come through and keep moving on if you want to, but we want to head up to that other place, because I don't really want to get stuck in here, but that'll show you a nice little area, and just, like, look at the detail of that. It's so nice. So we're going to come back.
This is my time to shine.
We're going to exit area. And now we're going to head up to the library. So it says there's no known way to cross that, so... Okay, so we can't go there yet. Interesting. And now it needs us to go back to here. So we're going to travel back up. You know, sometimes this happens. Alright. So this is kind of what I want to make happen too. We're now in a random encounter. So this said we met something, so I'm not sure if it's going to be combat or what.
How cute!
But we'll find out. It's going into another one of these little...
Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. An audience.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting ourselves into some shit.
I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider the experiment was disrupted as a result of audience intervention.
Death to Crusaders!
Do not fear. Do not waver.
Yep, we want to kill him. So we're gonna do some more battling. Oh, see, okay. So see how I have the red line that pops up there when I go to move like this? That's because that person will take, that's close enough for that person to take an opportunity attack. So we're actually just gonna, I want to move her up to here for now.
Distract them from me.
Endure this.
Then we're gonna move him up. That's his turn.
You offend me.
I missed my shot there. That's alright, because she can charge and attack. That'll be nice. Completely missed.
You are today's sacrifice.
She's so angry.
Time to share your treasures.
Nice.
Make every strike count.
He's such a beast.
Stand down. You'll trouble me
Nice.
no
We
more.
hit her with both. Can I charge at him? No. But I can charge and hit her. Yeah.
Cover me, all right?
You've crossed the wrong mark.
And he exploded. That was cool. Love the effects in this game. Interesting. Now we're gonna focus back over
The
here.
result is statistically predictable, but it's unfortunate I had no time to assess the intelligence level of these individuals. What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomade prefer? I am the one asking questions here. Well, that's your right. The experiment has come to a standstill. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientist. Do you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
This is great. I'm glad we ran into picking up a new character because it just shows how much is put into them. Like, she's a quirky little scientist person, and like her voice reveals that and what she's doing and the start and stopping. Like, it's very nice and well thought out. It's just not quick thrown together little stories and tidbits.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward. Huh? What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter. Excellent, you're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Alright, so now we got 6 party members. We got a full group. So that was pretty cool and check out. So now, like, one thing that I want to go over now, because we saw some story, we saw some of the little like cinematics that it moves around and does. We've seen a bunch of combat. We're gonna go through and check out some of the options this has, because it has a ton of different options, and this is one thing I really wanted to highlight near the end, because there's a lot here. There's a lot you can customize and do to change it to that experience that you want to have. So, you know, general game settings, tutorials, save, tooltips, pause. You know, you can auto pause. The game will kind of stop and freeze at certain moments, and you can customize all of this here, you know. If you're focusing on a certain piece of loot, keep moving after combat start, and all sorts of stuff like that. You can tell the game to pause and stop if you want to. Controls, you can go through, customize all this. Tons of options, spaces, shifts, everything. If you really want to go all in on that. Graphics, we've got all that good stuff here. Showing off all of that. You can go through, customize, great. Sound, you know, we got some sound settings here. You know, you can change how much you want them to chatter or not chatter. You know, it's up to you. It just depends what you prefer, but you can customize that. And that's cool because they go really in depth into allowing you to create the experience of the game that you want to have. But then they can still tell, you know, a story, but then you get to play it out depending how your character plays, which is awesome. So this is where we're going to pop into difficulty. So like I said, I'm on normal difficulty right now, you know, just playing through, getting used to it. So, you know, I could do this review of it and overview of it and kind of show off some things and kind of get into it a little bit more than just being stuck at the beginning. But you can go through here, critically hit death's door, you know, if your characters can have that chance to die. If a dead companion, if you want to raise them or if you have to heal them. Damage, auto level up. I have it set to companions because that's just easy. They're kind of pre-made guys so that the game kind of has a path for them. And I don't really want to fine-tune them because I like seeing how they develop. It kind of keeps them with their own character. But you can go through here. Weather effects that you want to see, everything. What kind of combat text do you want to see? Party information. What do you want to see? Enemy information in combat, dialogue settings, like just all of this. You can turn on and off in multiple settings for everything. It's amazing what they've put into these games, and it's amazing to see how much has improved upon the last game. Like the last game was solid, it was good, it was fun to play. This one's even more solid, a little bit more fun to play because you know you're not going through trying to discover, figure out where you gotta go. You're kind of getting your stories going there, doing that. It's more straight into the story. The story, you know, makes a little more sense because you're in there, you know. You're an adventure in this, to where the last one you were like some sort of venture and then you were coming up to try to create your own kingdom and given a piece of land for doing all this stuff. But this one's just, you know, it gives you that. And like I said, these are all your difficulties too, so you can come in completely custom it. You know, story, if you want to kind of run through casual, a little bit easier than normal, daring, core, hard, and then completely unfair. So like in unfair, you know, they say down here, they give the warning for these three up here that, you know, you should really know the systems and know that. Because even some new people I've seen dived in said, like, some of the stuff was overwhelming with how many choices and stuff you get. So it's definitely like a sit down, set up, customize your experience, and take it step by step by step from there. And the game doesn't really penalize you at all for doing that, which is really cool. But yeah, so that's kind of it. I think we kind of hit like everything on this. You know, we saw some of the map, we saw going through, you know, a bunch of combat, dialogue options, choices, gaining experience like that. And that's pretty much what it is from there on out. It's just, you know, making your adventure, doing your thing, kind of playing and going how you want to do it, choosing to do, you know, do you want to do just story and nothing else? Do you want to hit on side quests? Do you want to help these characters are out? Do you want to help these other NPCs around there giving you quests to do? You know, it's kind of like the world is your oyster is kind of, you know, the theme behind this game. And I think they did another great job at nailing it out. I just can't wait to see what they do on future iterations of it. And or whatever their next game is coming out. Because these are still set on the base Pathfinder system. The Pathfinder 2, I believe, is out as well. So that we see what happens when they create a game using like that rule set and whatnot. But again, thank you guys for sticking around and watching. Thanks for checking everything out with me. And take a look for this later. You know, this will be up on YouTube. It'll be on the Voxel page. On the post on the Voxel page. You know, let me see if you need to see anything else. If there's certain spots you want to see, or if you want me to build like a certain character and bring it back and show that, you know, we can do that too. And again, since this one's kind of like my review of this, you know, like I said, I'd give it a solid like 8-9 out of 10. Once I get further into it, maybe it'll come up to a 10 out of 10, but right now it's definitely a solid 8-9 out of 10. I've only had it crash on me once. My one little gripe is, like I said, if I click off to my other monitor, it minimizes the game. You know, they don't have the actual graphics option here for just like in window mode, but then it shows up like really like here, I'll do it real quick. It shows up like this, and I've got the line up here, and then you can't like hit that. Like it really needs full screen window mode, which would be nice, because then like when I click away and check some other stuff on my other screen, it's not gonna mess up as much. But again, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back later on in the week, so make sure to keep a lookout for that. Definitely Thursday, Friday. We'll be on a ton those days. But thank you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope it kind of gave you a little overview and kind of start creating your opinion on the game. I would definitely recommend checking out if you're, are you into CJRPGs? Are you into RPGs? Or is the name in JRPGs? RPG. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth a check out, and you won't be disappointed. It's on Steam right now. I believe eventually it'll be coming to systems. The last one was on system. The last one, the review we did for that was on the PlayStation 4. And this one, I'm playing on PC right now because that's how we were able to get it and check it out. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll be back again, and I will talk to you all later.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to see more. Check out voxelvoice.com for all of our great content, and consider supporting us on Patreon to keep our content ad-free and independent.